Hi, everybody, and welcome to Managerial Accounting. The textbook here that we're using is the Brewer Introduction to Managerial Accounting. Okay, in the prologue here, we're going to distinguish between financial accounting and managerial accounting. You'll remember in your financial accounting class that served the needs of our outsiders, our external users, such as stockholders and creditors and regulators. Um, it was used primarily for generating our financial reports required by those external parties, and it must comply with the rules. For the United States, of course, that's generally accepted accounting procedures, or GAAP. For international companies, that's the International Financial Reporting Standards that the rest of the world uses. It emphasizes financial consequences of the past transactions, and it emphasized company-wide reporting and precision and verifiability. Whereas managerial accounting, we're looking to serve the needs of our internal users inside the organization. Those include senior managers, middle managers, even our frontline employees. These reports are not mandatory. They're used to create reports that are beneficial for employees managing the company. It doesn't have to comply with any of the rules. We can do just about anything we want. And it emphasizes improving future performance through planning, controlling, and decision making. I really like managerial accounting for that reason. And it emphasizes segment reporting. We look at each segment, kind of assess their profitability, and hopefully make some suggestions that will help that. It emphasizes timely and credible judgments and assumptions and estimates. So, just to give you a feeling for that, when I was a chief financial officer, I had 50 people reporting to me. Those included everybody from IT to HR to finance and accounting to law, legal. And so it was a big group. When I was the manager of managerial accounting, I had 2 direct reports much later in my career. And I really liked that because my 2 direct reports were seasoned veterans of the road. Usually, you're not going to find cost accountants, managerial accountants, in companies that aren't pretty substantial in size. So I really liked that. All right, so the work of management then is going to be our planning, controlling, and decision making. When we plan, we're going to establish some goals, specify how we can attain those goals, and then develop some budgets that go with that to dollarize those goals that we want to achieve. Okay, so controlling function, that gathers feedback to ensure that the plans are being followed. That feedback can come in the form of performance reports, even auditing, that compare actual results with the budget. And that's an essential part of the control function. And you're going to learn how we do that when we get to the section on standard costing. Decision making. Here, that involves making a selection among competing alternatives. What should we be selling? What should we be serving? Who should we be serving? How should we execute that? So our planning then, that involves our marketing majors. How much should we budget for TV, print, and internet advertising? How many salespeople should we plan to hire to serve a new territory? All key decisions all have cost implications and profit implications. So our marketing majors then will look at their controlling function being, is the budgeted price cut increasing unit sales as expected? And number two here, are we accumulating too much inventory during the holiday shopping season, for example? Okay, decision making for a marketing major. Should we sell our services as one bundle or sell them separately? Should we sell directly to customers or use a distributor? All key marketing decisions. And then supply chain management majors, those folks are going to be looking at how many units should we plan to produce next period. And then how much should we budget for next period's utility expense, for example. For supply chain management majors, the controlling effort, did we spend more or less than expected for the units we actually produced? Are we achieving our goal of reducing the number of defective units produced? Very important. And decision making for supply chain management majors, should we transfer production of a component part to an overseas supplier? Should we redesign our manufacturing process to lower our inventory levels? Now, HR, human resources management majors, their planning is going to look at how much we should plan to spend for occupational safety training. Workers' comp can be a hellacious expense for a corporation, and minimizing accidents in the plant and getting our people hurt has significant cost benefits. And then again, they're going to take a look at how much should we plan to spend on employee recruiting or advertising. How do we do it? Do we use a headhunter? Do we use a newspaper? Do we put out a word of mouth to our employees? All of the above have been used by me in the past. So HR also, their controlling function. What about our retention rate? Are we keeping the good people that we want? Does that exceed our goals? Does it less than our goals? How are we doing? And then number two, are we meeting our goal of completing timely performance appraisals? Another controlling function. And then lastly, our HR management majors are going to look at decision making. Should we hire an on-site medical staff to lower our healthcare cost? That might even be an on-site attorney to do our legal work. Or should we hire temporary workers or full-time employees, depending on the cyclicality of our business? All right, so accounting majors. A large portion of accounting majors will engage in non-public accounting employment at some point throughout their careers. Employers expect accounting majors to have strong financial accounting skills, but they also expect that we can apply planning, controlling, and decision-making skills that are the foundation of managerial accounting. I had an accounting chair mention to me that managerial accounting really isn't accounting. It's more finance than it is accounting. Some truth to that. You are all familiar with CPAs, a little bit anyway, certified public accountants, but there's also a certified management accountant called a CMA. And to become a CMA, that requires membership in the Institution of Management Accountants, the IMA, and a bachelor's degree from an accredited college, 2 continuous years of relevant professional experience, and of course the passage of a very challenging CMA exam is also required. Now, the CMA content, we have the parts indicated here. Part 1 is financial reporting, planning, performance, and control. And we have external financial reporting decisions, planning, budgeting, and forecasting, performance management, cost management, internal controls, technology, and analytics. In Part 2, financial decision making, we have financial statement analysis, corporate finance, decision analysis, risk management, investment decisions, and of course, professional ethics. Information can be obtained on becoming a CMA and the CMA program through the IMA's website, www.imanet.org, or by calling 1-800-638-4427. Okay, now, certified in strategy and competitive analysis. This is a CSCA, and the IMA sponsors a CSCA exam, which is a 3-hour exam that includes 60 multiple choice questions and 1 case study. The exam covers 3 content areas: strategic analysis, creating competitive advantage, and strategy implementation and performance evaluation. It's intended for people who have already earned their CMA designation and hold positions ranging from staff accountant to chief financial officer, CFO. The CGMA, that's a Chartered Global Management Accountant. That designation is co-sponsored by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, that's the AICPA, and Chartered Institute of Management Accountants, the CIMA. And one pathway to the CGMA requires a bachelor's degree in accounting, accompanied by a total of 150 college credit hours, passage of the Certified Public Accountant exam, membership in the AICPA, 3 years of relevant management accounting work experience, and passage of the CGMA exam, which is a case-based exam that focuses on technical skills, business skills, leadership skills, people skills, and ethics, integrity, and professionalism. And you can learn more about being a CGMA at www.cgma.org. And here, the managerial accounting, looking at planning, controlling, and decision-making analysis, then the primary purpose of this course then is to teach measurement skills that managers use to support planning, controlling, and decision-making activities, as shown in these 3 bullet points. So, measurement skills help managers answer important questions. For example, how should I create a financial plan for next year? Number 2, how well am I performing relative to that plan? Okay, each chapter of this book, as we understand the broader context of managerial accounting, teaches measurement skills that managers use on the job every day. Managers need to apply these measurement skills in a broader business context to enable intelligent planning, control, and decision making. This context includes topics such as 1, big data, 2, ethics, 3, strategy, 4, enterprise risk management, 5, environmental, social, and governance, ESG responsibilities, process management, and number 7, leadership. That looks like a good place for us to stop this video, and when we return, we'll take a look at the first of those, called big data. Until that time, bye for now.